Intuition is a funny thing. When I began my journey of creating Motherlands, my docuseries on integrating the matriarchy into a travel show concept, I knew it would ask me to release the old me and enter the crossroads. In each project I do, I get little signs from different deities that I feel like are helping me out, and it was Hekate, who became one of the first guides for this work. I wanted to do a video on her for this series to honor her guidance, and by complete coincidence scheduled this video to be released on the very same day as her biggest holiday in Greece, November 16th. So today we dive into the story of Hekate, the ancient Greek goddess of magic, witchcraft, crossroads, and the night. She has fascinated people for centuries, millennia actually, and today her presence is stronger than ever, re-emerging as a powerful figure in popular culture. But who was Hekate? And why is her story so significant for our modern world? In these times where women are being made to turn back the clock, from enforcing women to no longer speak in public in Afghanistan and lowering the age of consent to 9 in Iran, women have been called to walk with Hekate, as we have seen evidenced on TikTok and social media platforms. Women are angry, and we deserve to be. In evoking this powerful goddess and daughter of the Titans, we can remember that at these crossroads, we hold the keys. Hekate's story begins pre-Hellenistic deities. In most accounts, she is the daughter of the Titan Perses and Asteria. These parents associated with destruction and the stars tell us that Hekate's powers are vast and far-reaching. She is a goddess of the in-between, of liminal spaces and transitions. As a goddess of the crossroads, she rules over all paths, land, sea, and sky, and can grant or withhold access to these realms. Her symbols reflect this unique role. She holds keys, symbolizing her ability to unlock hidden mysteries and act as a guide between worlds. Hekate is also a torchbearer, lighting the way for souls traveling in the dark. In art, she's sometimes seen with 3 faces, looking in 3 directions at once. This represents her ability to see past, present, and future, and underscores her as a guardian of the thresholds, the physical, the spiritual, and the psychological. Interestingly, Hekate was one of the few deities Zeus honored with continued dominion after the Olympians took control. She was given autonomy, independence, and respect from the king of the gods, which speaks volumes about her power. But unlike the other gods, who mostly stayed in their realms, Hekate was close to the people. While filming my documentary, I felt her call. Doing this documentary definitely held me at a crossroads, and I had to be familiar with the unknown now. I gave up my home, booked a one-way ticket, and embarked on a mission to call back the mother in my culture, to learn from the wise women of my village and face my own fears, and understand my own value. Worshippers in past and present would invoke her to protect their homes, animals, and crops. She was a goddess who was present in both grand and humble aspects of daily life. So why, centuries after she was first worshipped, is Hekate making a resurgence in popular culture? To understand that, we have to look at what Hekate represents. In recent years, people have turned back to ancient wisdom and figures who challenge traditional power structures. Hekate, as a goddess of magic and the unseen, speaks to the rise in spiritual practices and the interest in mysticism, witchcraft, and alternative belief systems. More women and femme-identifying people are hungry for retribution and redistribution of balance. Today, more and more people are embracing practices traditionally of the feminine lens, like astrology, tarot, and ritual, areas Hekate naturally connects with. The goddess represents not only magic, but also the freedom to explore these practices without judgment. Books, podcasts, and social media are filled with references to Hekate. She's become an icon for reclaiming the feminine divine and embracing intuitive knowledge. She's a symbol of matriarchal values. In Greek mythology, she has connections to motherhood through her role as a protector of women and children. And just like motherhood and the unknown, it's a threshold. And in order to give birth to something new, you have to destroy yourself and enter a new way of being. And that's exactly what the world needs right now, a new way of being. By honoring Hekate, people are reclaiming a worldview where power is not about dominance, but about connection, intuition, and respect for the earth. Many people today seek balance with nature, equality, and community, principles that ancient matriarchal systems embodied. For women, Hekate symbolizes freedom from the resistance and restrictions of a patriarchal world, a guide who invites them to reclaim their inner authority. The women in my village all echo these aspects. Hekate's modern appeal also lies in her connection to the mysteries of transformation. She reminds us that transitions, though frightening, are sacred. Whether it's leaving behind old ways of thinking, embarking on a new career, or embracing a personal spiritual path, Hekate stands at the threshold, guiding and protecting those who dare to walk into the unknown. As a guide at the crossroads, Hekate reminds us that we always have choices. In moments of confusion, loss, or change, we can call upon her wisdom to find the path that aligns with our truth. She embodies both the light and the dark, teaching us to accept all aspects of ourselves. Hekate's popularity today is a reflection of the timelessness of her message. Her resurgence is more than a trend. It's a reminder of the deep feminine wisdom that resides in us all. In honoring Hekate, people find a way to honor themselves, their intuition, and their own power. She speaks to anyone who seeks autonomy, empowerment, and connection with the divine, especially in a world where these values feel increasingly precious. Hekate is indeed more than just a goddess of the ancient world. She's a symbol for anyone who stands at a crossroads, searching for guidance, strength, and wisdom. In Hekate, we find a reminder of the power of choice, of transformation, and of embracing the magic that lies within each of us. So next time you find yourself at a crossroads, look to Hekate, the goddess who has walked all paths. Honor her spirit by trusting in your intuition and embracing the wisdom of the unknown. After all, as Hekate shows us, the greatest magic just lies beyond the threshold.